Hey, yo. You still didn't get my consent, bro.
It's too bad. You already signed a waiver.
No, I didn't.
You signed it the moment you signed up to play on the Muffins team.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I can tie it right here. Gone. Oh, fuck. I ended the game.
And this guy's playing MLB The
Oh my
Show.
God. I ended the game in a double play. Oh my God.
Damn. That's gonna be our intro.
What's up with the muffins? I just got doubled up. All right.
Rookie.
Dude, I grounded into a double play twice. I suck.
All right,
Okay.
there. You want to get us started?
Me?
Yeah.
What can we? Should I do a little spin chair? Chair spin like that? Do like, yo, what's going on, guys?
Welcome to episode one. I mean, we still need to finalize a name for whatever we're calling this.
Baked
I
in
liked what
oven.
you have in the dock, muffins in the oven.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're in the oven. Welcome back to
Yeah.
the oven, ladies. Oh, actually, it's not welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the muffin. I mean the oven. Oh, I'm doing so. I'm
Hey,
smashing.
take two, take two.
All right, take two. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the oven.
So, my name is Kevin, if you don't know. Join with me are my co-hosts, Justin and Larry.
Hello, guys. It's
What's going
me.
on?
Me.
Let's just go around, introduce ourselves, what position we play, how long we've been in the league, and like a fun fact about yourself.
Ooh, fun fact. Who's going first?
Just, oh,
I'll
you
go
want to
first.
go first? All
Yes, I
right.
have my hand raised, coach.
Okay.
Doing Kev? Okay, my name is sorry. My name is Larry Kwong. I'm a catcher, middle infielder, play for the Muffins. And one fun fact about myself is I'm the world's fastest casual eater.
Can we get proof on that?
Yeah, anybody, oh, I mean, look, anybody wants to challenge me to casual eating contest, I'm there. Go, you can find it
Casual
on the
eating.
TikTok pages too.
We might need to do an eat off.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, okay. That was
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm Justin Rogers. I'm kind of brand new to the muffins. I'm mostly a pitcher, but played a little bit of outfield, some extra hitter as well. Just happy to be a muffin man.
all right, Coach Kev, what's so funny, man?
Oh, hold on.
Your
Justin,
turn.
what about a fun fact about yourself?
Oh,
Oh, fun fact. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. I'm red green colorblind.
Oh.
oh.
It's not that bad. Like I can tell the difference
Oh.
between like a red and green light or like it's like far away. Reds and greens and browns kind of blend together.
Wow,
But
remind me not to let you drive me. No, I'm just playing.
No.
He said, which one's to go? I'm just kidding.
All right.
I actually never, yeah, that's cool. That's
Do you have
how
like
has that been?
contact lens or like special glasses? Or
no,
okay.
Mm.
no, I don't. No. So like I found out when I was a kid because I guess I was coloring and
Mhm.
I was getting all the colors wrong and my dad was getting
Oh,
frustrated. So
shit.
so he had me tested and they found out I was colorblind. And then I totally forgot about it until my senior year of high school. I took a psychology class
Mhm.
and one of the sections they had like a colorblind testing thing. And we're like they have like all the dots and you're supposed to see certain numbers and stuff. And I couldn't see it. So I was like, oh wait, that's right. I'm colorblind.
Uh,
Yeah, so came out of nowhere.
wait, did they
You
have
forgot about
glasses,
it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I totally forgot about it. And then I was like, oh wait, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm colorblind. But it's not like super bad, which is good, I guess.
So you
Ready?
can see it, but it's faint.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I guess they have these corrective glasses for it, but I don't want to spend the money on it.
Oh yeah, those here are pricey.
But yeah, I guess that's my fun fact.
Cool.
Yeah, it'd be hard to top that fun fact.
You got this. I have faith in you.
All right, my name is Coach Kev.
You top that fun fact, bro.
No, like that's an interesting thing.
Oh,
I wouldn't know that.
oh, oh, that's
I
interesting.
wouldn't know that about him.
Oh, okay.
Bro, you make it sound like I'm a bad guy. No, I don't mean it that way. No.
Okay. Okay, my bad, my bad.
All right. My name is Coach Kev. I see what is my actual position? I mean, I'm
He's a
honestly a
fucking
utility.
PO.
You
He's a PO now. His durability is one game and he cramps.
Uh, yeah,
It's funny.
so like backstory, last fall was our first ever season, and we made it all the way to the championship, right? And then the championship, it's a double header. So what we had to do is we play a 10 a.m. game, and then 1:30 is the championship game. And then we won the 10 a.m. game. So we were in the ship, and then I was the starter for the championship, and I cramped up really bad in like the second inning, and I gave up a home run. And then after that, it was just I couldn't even throw. Like I couldn't push off the mound. And
Damn.
So he eats three bananas before games now.
yeah.
What's your fun fact, Coach Kev? Oh, wait, what's your position?
What is my position? I would say I'm a shortstop, but I haven't really been playing that much. I guess aspiring pitcher. There you go.
Ooh, I like that.
Fun fact about myself. Hmm. Well, I was gonna say something about cramping. I was gonna be like, oh, if I don't drink any sort of like electrolytes, I would cramp in a game. But then now that we talked about that, I have hmm. We're gonna have to come back to this fun fact. I can't even think of something. Like we have fastest casual eating, and then uh the red green color like
Oh, I have one for you.
yeah.
You hold the record for most amount of shits taken a day. He's
That's
at
not
10
even
plus every day.
that's not even a thing.
The fan's always on.
That's not even a thing. Now you're just exposing me.
Okay, I'm just kidding. You can edit that out.
No, that's staying in.
Yeah.
Everything stays in. Raw, authentic, unfiltered.
Okay, boys, let's dive into the first topic. So I have a question.
Mhm.
Why were the muffins created? I feel like that's probably going to be a common question to ask. Like, what inspired muffins? How did this all start?
Okay. So in the beginning, no, back in like 2023, I think it was like halfway through the season. I think July time. Yeah. I thought of this great idea to start my own team because I was kind of already running my own running the team in my old men's league team. And I was doing a lot of the work, the managerial work, but it also felt like I wasn't the head manager guy, but I was doing all the stuff. So I was like, oh, why not? I try to run my own team, see if I can make it. Because I'm young, new experiences. I get a network, meet new people. I think it would be a great idea. And since fall was a shorter season, I thought it would be a great idea because, if turns really bad, it's just a short season, whereas spring is, I mean, it's like 16 game, yeah, 60 regular season games for spring versus 8 for fall. And also my dad wanted to play. He wanted to give baseball a try. What was his final stat line, Larry? It's like,
Which is ironic because he doesn't play anymore, which kind of
yeah,
sucks. That
it's like
would be like
0 for 3 with 3 Ks.
no, he put one ball in play.
He did?
Yeah, he almost fell running to first. Well, I can't say
I
that.
remember
I
that
can't
now.
say
I
that.
remember. That would have been crazy.
I can't say that.
I was hoping to see him play in the spring. Came dressed full uniform every single game. Never got to see it though.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see it soon. He says he's gonna start hitting the gym and the cages.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's transition a bit. Justin, tell me about how like what was the whole process of you going to the tryouts and then right when you found out you got drafted to the Muffins as our first pick. What was that whole process and then coming on to our team? How did that feel for you?
Wow, true honor, life changing. Uh yeah, no, it was the whole process was like so I played in one of the other men's leagues in the Bay Area, the Bay Area Men's Senior Baseball League.
Uh-huh.
I played on a team called the Fire from 2021 and 2022. Uh, took 2023 off because I got married. And then just we had like 5 weddings to go to. So I took a year off and I was going to get back into playing in this past year, but
Mhm.
I wanted to find a league closer to where I live on like this side of the bay, like the peninsula area. Because most of the games that we played in that league were in Oakland or Alameda, or San Rafael, which is like it just takes a full day. Even if you're doing a 10 a.m. game, you're there literally all day. So then I found this league and I was like, well, I don't know anyone in this league, so I can't reach out and see like if anyone has any openings. So I saw they had a tryout and I was like, all right, I'll just go and do this. So I went to the tryout. I I think like the week of the tryout, I threw once or twice and I hit off a tee. And that was like it. I was like, all right, however it goes, like we're just winging it. Like what's meant to be will be. Um, and I saw like how the league was structured and everything. And I was like, okay, D1, probably not going to get that. Like, because what I saw was like former minor leaguers, D1 college athletes. I was like, I know I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to shoot for D2. And then the tryout was like legit. I wasn't expecting it to be that
Organized.
well put together. Like they were having me do like the 90-foot sprints to first base to do my speed. I mean, obviously you guys know you were there, but for anyone who listens and wasn't there, they had us like catch like 2 pop-ups, like field some grounders. Pitchers got to throw like 10 pitches and you only got like 3 or 4 warm-up pitches, and then you got to hit off a pitching machine. So, um, yeah, I was like, all right, going up to hit, I'm just gonna try, put the ball in play, see how it goes. Because I'm primarily a pitcher, so all I really cared about was doing well in the pen, and then anything else was extra. If I found a team that wanted me to hit, then like that'd be cool. But as long as my pen went well, that's all I cared about. So I did all that, and I talked to one D2 team. I can't remember who it was. I think it was the Reds. Someone from the Reds talked to me. And
Hmm.
then 2 D3 teams talked to me. The Padres, who one of the coaches for that team, I played club ball with at Sonoma State for like half a year. He quit, so I didn't play the full year with him. Um, and then the Mariners talked to me. So I was like, oh, shoot, I think I'm gonna go D3. Like no one from D2 aside from this one team talked to me. So I was like kind of thinking like, oh well, like whatever happens, happens. And then I think you guys texted me at like 11 o'clock at night. And so I got the text saying I was on the Muffins. I was like, oh shit, this is a sick team name. And I knew like all the teams had websites and stuff. So I was like looking at all the stats and everything. Just like fired up to play. But yeah, that's pretty much the process. I just kind of went into it wanting to play baseball again, and whatever happened, happened. And I mean, I like to think this season was a success. We were super close to the championship. So, yeah, it was awesome.
What's this league compared to the other one you played in?
Um, Competition is similar. I would say in the other league, quite a bit of the teams have like one legit ace who have used to pitch in college. or in the minors. There's a couple guys who pitched in the minors. So the pitching was pretty high. I mean, we also in this league we had a couple guys who used to pitch in the minors. Colby, who I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, both leagues are pretty competitive. Um, it was just kind of like a mix. Definitely people from our team would be in that league and would compete, and then like you would have some people at the caliber of like who's the guy from the D1 Marlins that played?
Ant?
Yeah, you would have like those caliber guys too. So it was like a mix of like D1 and D2.
Hmm, that's cool. And where's
And it
that
was
located again?
It's supposed to be just throughout the Bay Area, like San Francisco to San Jose, some East Bay, because it's a combined league of the Bay Area Men's Senior Baseball League, and then there's like an
mhm.
East Bay league that folded, so they just combined, and now a lot of it's in the East Bay.
I see. Hmm. Never heard of it.
Yeah, it was pretty competitive, but also too like even if a team had a really good solid starting pitcher, that's like all they would have. Like once you get through their ace, it's anyone's ball game.
Mm.
All right, what constitutes a muffin?
How about you
Away
answer
from
that?
other stuff. We're talking about muffins now. What constitutes a muffin?
How about you answer that?
What
What does
con
being a muffin mean to you?
Being a muffin means being inspirational. It means no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Being a muffin, I don't know. I think it's just more of having that growth mindset, being able to grow as a player, Be coachable, be willing to learn from other people and like not have a shitty attitude. I think that's the big one of the biggest factors. Be willing to play the game, be willing to play with others. And yeah, that's like the boring version. Being a muffin means, like getting out on that field, kicking ass. You know, you're gonna shit on other guys and be like, yeah, the muffins did that to you.
Yeah, I mean that is one of the reasons why the muffins were called the muffins. Um, just like if you look at the average age of all the guys on our team, it's pretty young compared to most of the other teams. And so like when you have like a young team of guys called the Muffins and they beat like grown men, then it's like it kind of pisses them off. That's that was one of the reasons why. But also it just rolls off the tongue nice. Muffins.
I'm
No,
I'm an outlier on the muffins. I'm one
No,
of the
you're
older ones.
not. No,
no,
you're
you're
not.
not.
Oh
Not,
my God. No, you're not.
Compared to some of the players.
not
No,
even.
you look 25. I don't want to hear it from you.
I know.
You're too kind.
I thought you were 20 something, like 20, 24, 25, 26.
Fair enough. Um, I gotta ask, how often do you guys get asked if the logo's actually a cupcake?
Bro, I
Because
get
I get
asked
asked
all
that
the
a
time.
lot.
Oh my God, I'm like on second base and some dude just looks at me and be like, yo, why you guys call it the muffins, but you have a cupcake on your logo? And I'm just like, bro, look at the fucking scoreboard. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They're worried about the wrong thing.
We're muffins, man. Right?
I-
Who designed the logo?
It's actually one of our friends, Ian.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, he was the one that designed it, and we made some, you know, some customized changes, but the idea really came from him, and we're hoping to see him back too for the fall. I know he's been busy with work and stuff, and he's been traveling a lot, so hopefully you'll get to meet him soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, was it actually? Like he just put it into AI, right? And then we tweaked it.
More or less, I don't remember exactly what he did. All I know is he sent me this logo, and I was like, oh, that's cool. What if we changed the color of that and added like a hat to the muffin, and then you know blur took out the background. Also, the bottom of it was a little tweaked, but Other than that, I mean, for the most part, we've gotten positive feedback on the logo. I think
Yeah, people like it and the pink too.
it.
It's sick.
Who else
All
is
right,
doing it?
we're sidetracking right now. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back a bit. Let's talk about the most recent thing that's happened. Something we all three of us have been involved in. That championship game.
It wasn't even a
Not champion,
championship.
semi,
It's a
semi,
semifinal. We didn't even make it to the championship.
semifinals, semifinals.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Run me through your head through that, because oh my God. To this day, that day still freaking haunts me and it pisses me off. I'm gonna look at
Well,
my friend.
I wouldn't like I'm pretty sure a lot of teams were doubting us coming into the playoffs. Like we were the number 7 seed going up against
Oh, we
the
beat.
number 2 seed
Yeah.
Stealth, right? And keep in mind, we lost to Stealth like in the regular season. Do you remember the final score? It was like 6-2.
6-3. Yeah, 6-2, 6-2, 6-2.
Yeah. Like yeah, we lost to them in the regular season and then we see them again and we saw their ace and honestly, he dominated us.
I mean, then again, you dominated them, so.
I mean, yeah. And then we go on to what semifinals versus the pitcher of the year, Corby McCoy.
Which is actually BS, dude. Like,
Throws 150 pitches every game.
wait,
Oh
are we
my
gonna
That's
God.
insane.
are we gonna snitch him out right here? Like the Diamondbacks
No,
out, bro?
no. I wouldn't say anything about that.
But
Can,
yeah,
can we talk about this offline, off podcast?
Yes.
Because now I'm
Yes.
interested.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you can just edit it out, but basically, what happened?
A few moments later.
All right, now we gotta resume. Everything at
Sidetracked a
first
bit.
was
It's sidetracked a bit. Sidetracked. Who do you think is harder to face, him or the other guy, the submarine righty?
definitely the righty from Stealth, right?
Right?
I felt like he was much harder because as a right-handed hitter, he steps towards you, so you already lose on like some time there, and then the sliders were they had a lot of break to it,
Oh,
and he gave me my first strikeout of the season.
really?
Yeah, that was my only strikeout. It was from him.
Man,
That's
Salty,
wild.
he
salty.
sorted you too.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. We don't
Yeah, he
talk about it.
sorted you. What do you
My
think?
I was a PO that game. I was a PO. My mind was
For
strictly
sure,
pitching.
for sure. What about you, Justin? From a pitcher's perspective, what are you thinking?
I got to be honest, I wasn't at either of the stealth games.
Oh, you
Because
weren't?
yeah, I wasn't there for either game.
No
Because I
way.
was in Europe.
Oh, no
Um,
way.
yeah, I missed like half the season or like five
Yeah,
games of the season.
that's crazy.
Um, yeah, that won't be happening next year. I won't be going for that one. But it just because I was able to watch the ending of the playoff game against the Stealth, and like I've seen highlights of that guy from guy sending in the group chat. I would say from a pitcher's perspective, anytime you have like a side armor, I feel like um they're going to be more difficult. Just looks funky. You said he had a slider. If you're throwing sidearm and you have more than one pitch, it's going to be difficult. Because a lot of guys like we faced someone in the tournament who was throwing submarine or sidearm, but they didn't really have any off speed pitches, so we were able to hit them. They had really long hair. I don't. They
Oh,
weren't in our league. I think they're in D3.
I think you're talking about Cardinals, right? Was this at Foster City?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that was the
That
tournament.
that was the game right before the tournament. I was on the Cardinals.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, if there's a player who hasn't played at like a collegiate level, then like the what I'm trying to say is like sidearms, if you have like side armors or submariners, if you have more than one pitch, it's just naturally gonna be harder to hit. I
It's
can't
you,
speak
man.
for like
I know. I was
his
about to say that.
It's you, man.
what?
The king of funky, man. That you're
Spoken
literally a
from a
lefty
sidearm pitcher.
sidearm. You're a lefty sidearm with like a five pitch mix, man.
I have to. I don't throw hard. I don't even know if I throw 70 anymore.
Dude, you know what's
So
crazy though? You for sure had the highest ground ball percentage.
Oh
I know
yeah,
for a fact because I think I've caught. Did Emo catch any of your innings?
I caught some
um
of his.
yeah, I don't think he did.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I caught like a majority of your innings, dude. And like the amount of ground balls you produced were just crazy. Like at least 85% of those balls hit were on the ground.
And it so happens that it's always on a crappy field, and the infield just kills it. The infield grass just kills the ball, and it's like right next to the pitcher's town.
Yeah, that was the most frustrating part for me in that semifinal series, like that first game, because I think I ended up giving up like 3 or 4 runs. I let them back in the game. Um, and there was one ground ball that was hit to shortstop, but it just any other field, it's like a routine ground ball and it's a double play. But on this field, it just died and it's like nothing you can do about it. So
Dude,
that
you
was
know what it
frustrating
is?
for me.
Yeah,
What was
you know
that?
what it is? I'm so salty. I know for a fact, maybe this is just me being salty as heck, but I know for a fact if we played at PAL, we would have whooped them. Like the wind was blowing. Okay, not only was the infield crappy, but like the wind was blowing against a righty like ball hit to left field, a righty batter. I know I had two balls that I feel like I launched out to left field that definitely would have been out at PAL. Kevin, you had one too against the lefty that would have been out too. Okay, maybe I'm just salty. And that infield, bro, like everything was wrong with that field.
No,
And
what's crazy
still,
is that field, like that was the first time the whole league was playing on it, the whole season, right?
oh,
And so like no one, like none of the nobody from the league's board kind of did an ex inspection
yeah.
beforehand. And so they just told all the managers, once you get there, take a look at the field conditions, let us know if anything is bad,
And they said it
right?
was fine.
Yeah, and they said that this was the first time playing on it. At first, it looked like really bad. Like it was like really muddy around the mound and the plate, and then there were some patches on the infield. But then I think the sun kind of dried it up. But that's not to, you know, take away the fact that the field overall has always been tall grass or thick grass, not even tall, it's just thick grass, and it's pretty uneven throughout the entire field. And it sucks, right? Like especially as a pitcher when you give up that weak or yeah, you give up the weak contact and you can't even get an out of it because the ball is in like no man's land. I know how you
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah, that's the biggest frustration that I still have. I mean, I'm always going to be super critical of myself anyways. Like, I know I should have pitched better. I was gone for 5 weeks and then coming back to pitch, a little rusty for sure, but I settled down in the second game. Um,
Oh, you pitched good.
and yeah,
No,
the
not
second
second game.
game, I kind of wish I pitched like I did in the second game in that first game. Um, just because like I feel like it would have been different because we were up big when I came in, and then when I left, it was like 8-7, but then we were up 7-2 before, so frustrated with myself about that, but just got to move on.
It's easy to beat yourself up.
I
Like
I
I
Yeah,
tried.
pretty much blew the save there too, right? I threw some pitches that were just down the middle, but I mean, it is what it is. Like
What
we,
is it?
I like,
Salty as heck. I'm gonna be salty
I
forever,
mean,
bro.
yeah, you can critique yourself, you could critique the team, critique the field, right? But at the end of the day, a loss is a loss. We lost, right?
yeah, we didn't just didn't get it done.
That's
Yeah.
three-way cat. That's coach right there. Way to be inspirational. I know you're freaking fighting demons back there to be salty like me.
No, like
I
I
know
could
you
have.
are.
I know for a fact that there were some spots that I could have done so much better in, right? Like honestly, like to me, the loss in the semifinal was not as heartbreaking as the one in the tournament. The tournament hurt a lot more to me, right?
Yeah, well, it's
And
honestly the
that
tournament
game
did
was
nothing.
personal. I lost to my old team.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
chirping too.
backtrack. that old team. So basically, the team we lost to in the tournament was basically the team me and Kevin both used to play on, and it was the Legends. You know about them, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Kevin's told me about
yeah, they're the
them. Yeah.
Redwoods now, or whatever. But basically, one of the questions I actually penciled in here was on why we created the team. It was like, was it problems with our old team? I'm gonna start with you, three-way Kev. What do you think?
I think you can answer this.
I'm happily ready to answer. I'm just saying if you have anything to say first.
No, no, no. Go ahead.
Okay, so from a player's perspective, I could just run through from okay, so we were just like Kevin was kind of like a manager on that team, kind of, but like with no backbone. Like he had on label, he wasn't, but like he basically ran it, and I was just straight up a player. And from my perspective, that the way it was run was just so horrible, right? Like you had guys coming in that wouldn't pay, and then you'd have another set of guys who paid, but they don't get to play. You know, this started in the fall. Half of the guys on the roster didn't pay, and like everyone else who paid, they would just sit on the bench while everyone else played, and they would just show up whenever they wanted. And all the manager wanted was just to get W's next to the name. And then it came the spring where it was like our breaking point. This guy, I'm not gonna name names, but this guy is so selfish, right? You know, it's crazy because if he watches this, you know, he knows exactly who he is too. Like I'm talking right to you too, right to you. Like he was so selfish in terms of he wanted that pitcher of the year award so bad that he ended up taking away all the pitching time from other people. And keep in mind, how many players do we have? Like 20 guys?
Yeah.
20, 23 guys. It was even bigger than our spring Muffins roster. And basically the manager kept recruiting guys in and it was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna recruit guys in for them to pay so other guys can play. Whatever. He wanted money, he wanted whatever. And basically the guy took away all the pitching time and he disrespected Kevin. And I guess that was the breaking point. He disrespected Kevin, and then of course he disrespected the Papa Muffin. And you know, those are two
Mm,
no-goes, you
that
know?
doesn't fly. No.
Like how are you gonna we were warming up, you know, like how we Papa Muffin he throws the wiffle balls and we hit prior to the games.
Yeah.
And basically he was hitting and everyone was shagging or everyone's shagging while he's doing his own stuff. I don't know where he is. When he comes to hit, he finishes hitting and he hits them over the fence on the other side of the field. And then basically after he finishes, he just walks away. Doesn't even shag pick up the ball. So obviously I'm telling him, I'm like, go pick up the balls, dude. You hit him over the fence. Like don't make Papa Muffin go freaking pick up the balls. And he goes, okay, yeah, I'll go pick it up after the game, man. I'm like, the hell do you mean after the game? It's like three and a half hours later. So I told him, I was like, the hell do you mean? Go pick that shit up right now. And I guess he got salty and he was just like, nah. And then like Papa Muffin ended up having to go pick up the balls. I'm like, bro, he's complaining about so much too. So I told Kevin, I was just like, bro, like you either create that team or like I'm gone from here. Like I'm not playing on this like this like shithole of a team, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's Sunday League. Like we're all just trying to have fun. Obviously, it's competitive. We want to win, but like everyone's paying to play. It's not right. Yeah. I don't blame you guys for wanting to leave. It's not fun playing with people who are disrespectful like that, especially to your family, like to your parents and stuff. It's not cool.
I don't even know how much this can make it into the video. Depending on how the editor does it. I don't know how much of this can be made onto the video.
It's okay. It's just for our own information then, if it doesn't make it on the video.
But at least
Anyway,
that you guys are kept up to date.
yeah, that's the birth of the muffins. Honestly, he was the one that really pushed it. But I think
Just
down
talk
the
about how he
road,
disrespected you in the pitching thing.
oh yeah, we can talk about that. Okay. So like, okay, quick story. So last season with the Legends, last spring season, we won the D2 championship we had an overall record of 15-1 in the regular season, right? And so we were guaranteed playoffs, and this is the last regular season game. And I was in charge of it, right? Because the head manager guy could not make the game, so he told me that I was gonna run things. So when I created my lineup and I assigned my starting pitcher, I already sent a text out to them like the night before, okay? And I already have my roster or my lineup planned out. Come to find out, uh, when we start the game, he's getting loose with with the catcher, and then I'm asking him, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna start this game." And I asked him, I was like, "Why? This is not a game that is must win. Why not we just the other guys that, haven't gotten as much playing time or experience just, you know, pitch and start?" And he said, "No, no, I'm gonna treat this game like a playoff game, you know?" It was so stupid to me. And he said, "I'm gonna treat this game like a playoff game and just do what I normally do." And so we butted heads, right? We were in disagreement, and I asked him, "Hey, how about we take this to the corner and we, talk it out instead of talking it in front of the whole team." And then he says out loud, he goes, "No, you're the position player coach. I'm the pitching coach. Why don't you do your job and let me do my job?" Eh, it was so dumb. And so we called the head manager guy, but he just couldn't, you know, he wasn't good at stepping in between us. Like he just could not find a compromise for either side. And so I decided to be the bigger person, and I just let him start his game, and that was it, right? I got a phone call
Which I'm
from
surprised
MF.
you did, man.
No, because I realized that even though even though he was in the wrong, right? I was still appointed as the head manager guy, right? So all the responsibility falls on me. And if we aren't able to start a game or even like just bickering, it looks bad, right? And at that time, I didn't have my own team, so whatever team I'm on, I care about its image.
Oh,
Okay.
for sure. You're so mature. That boy, you'd be so mature, man.
Spoken like a true coach.
I was, I was, I was fuming. Like I was mad. I literally told him, I was just like, "What did I tell you that game?" Well, then again, I was also like what 18 years old at the time. I was I was a very
Aren't you
emotional
still
kid.
18?
No, bro, I'm 17 now.
Did you
But
ask your parents' consent for to be on this podcast?
But dude, I mean, I'm still an emotional guy. Hence, you guys can see like throughout the season how emotional I was. But like at that time, I was just like, I literally went up to you, I was like, bro, you're gonna let somebody disrespect you like that? I think it's just like a personality thing. Like me, like I guess I don't know if it's good or bad, but I was just like, dang, I was not gonna let no one disrespect me like that. And I told him, I was like, man, you're gonna let him say that to your face? Like you're not gonna do anything about it? I'm like, bro, do you want me to do something about it? He goes,
I
bro,
realized that it didn't matter. Like I that wasn't like the turning point, or it was the turning point, but before I had already had created some plans and wanted to create my own team. So I didn't feel like it was a big enough thing to just like ruin my own image, right? Like if I did create a scene there, the chances of me actually creating the muffins would be slimmer, right?
no. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You
No,
got
because like, okay, think about it like this, right? Like, say some incident happens, it gets reported back to the higher ups in the league, and but you could just see it. Like recently, I don't know if this can be on it. I'm not gonna lie, but they got into a brawl in the parking lot, and
That's
so the
crazy.
president of the league sent a message. He said, "If you ever get into a brawl or anything, it falls onto you as managers, and you guys will be suspended. And that's why they didn't play the consolation game, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's crazy because when we did play the national, I don't know if you were at that game. We walked it off against the Nationals, right? But that game, they were just chirping at us the whole time. Uh,
I don't remember if I was there. I don't think I was.
Yeah, I don't think you were. I think you were in
he's
I
not,
think you were in Europe already, yeah. Or was it
yeah,
Europe?
Yeah, I was in Europe.
Um,
yeah.
but
Well,
hey, sorry, I'm I'm like a loud. Okay. Dude, on that note, can we talk about this? Can we put that out there?
no, we
Why?
can't talk about it.
I'm,
We can talk about it off camera.
I want to put that out there.
So we keep, not yet at least.
Okay.
We can talk about it off camera.
All right. But
I,
that's all I have penciled in for this episode. Um it was just kind of like a debrief, getting to know everything, the background of the muffins. Do you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns?
I have a question for you, Larry.
Yeah.
So you said you're still salty over the loss. When does that go away? Is it like as soon as you set foot on the diamond for fall ball, or is that something that's still going to be in your mind until spring season next year?
You know the craziest thing is a lot of people say like, oh yeah, don't be like, don't like get angry, don't like do this, like it can like it'll definitely influence and take a toll on how you play on the field. I don't know, maybe that's just different for me because like for me, when I'm angry, I find myself like more calm because I don't think about anything. I just think about what I need to get done. So it's more of like I don't think being salty really affect me on the field, but I think it'll t technically go away when I'm satisfied with myself because I'm more salty at the way I performed rather than like more of losing. It's more of how I could have done better. And, you know, I guess that's a process, man, because playing baseball, you have to understand it's a failure game. You're going to fail significantly more than you're going to succeed. And that's what's just upsetting because, like, when you have guys like me, they get angry and, like, I don't know if it's like perfectionist or something, but like definitely hold myself to a really high standard. And when I underperform, it's something I definitely hold upon myself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm the same way. I'm more quiet and reserved in that regard. So like
I need to learn
I
that.
don't express it. I don't express it outwardly, but yeah, I'm the same way. Like I'm very hard on myself. Like I have high expectations of like how I perform. Like I don't want to sound arrogant or anything, but yeah, I have
Man,
high
you go home
expectations when
behind
I
your
go out
pillows.
there. Huh?
You go home behind closed doors, start punching your pillows, and start like right when you get off the field and get in the car, you're like, motherfucker, man.
Yeah. No, I just don't talk the rest of the day. I'm
Man,
like the silent kind.
Hmm,
I need
no
to learn
shit.
that. I got my notebook ready. Let me take some notes. I'm just I want the positive words. Stay positive, guys. Stay positive out there, kids. But the thing is, always stay positive. And for me, is I'm just say I'm passionate.
Exactly.
But in
You're a
reality,
competitor.
in reality, I'm just angry.
I
I'm just angry and stubborn.
mean, that's okay though. As long as you enjoy playing baseball, right?
Yeah, I just don't want to make it like well, my actions reflect the team, so something I gotta work on. But do we have any more questions, comments, concerns before we wrap up? Wait, right, Coach Kev?
Just one last thing. Okay, so just some background context. Justin led the team in ERA. He had the lowest one at
I told you.
2.87.
I told you.
Okay. That's not counting, you know, Aaron, who only threw 4.2 innings,
Nah,
right?
that doesn't count.
And so I wanted to ask you, Justin, what pitch do you think was your best? Was like your bread and butter? And
Ooh.
what do you feel like you need to work on in preparation for the next season?
Wait, can I
Yeah.
write this down before you answer it to see if we're on the same page right here?
Yeah, yeah.
And then like you can close your eyes, I'm gonna show this on screen. You can edit this. Hold on. I want to see if we're on the same page on this. I got it. I'm gonna show it to the screen. If I get this wrong, I feel like I'm actually gonna be like I'll be upset at myself because I caught this guy for all of this. And
I
we literally it was like a battery. All right. Do you want to close
I
your eyes while
have
I show the screen?
okay. I'll close my eyes.
This is for the
Hey,
first
can
question,
I?
and then the second row is for the second one.
God, your handwriting is
Okay.
really
Am I
small.
am I
Okay.
good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh man, the first question's tough because I feel like there's two that I could say.
Oh,
Uh I would
Okay.
say because these were the two pitches that I threw the most. I think I'm gonna go curveball, but I would also say cutter. I don't know. I'm torn between those two.
I knew it.
Those like um just background on like me as a pitcher in general. There's been times where I've struggled a lot with walking people. Like I would almost walk one like a batter an inning. Like it'd be very close. And I had trouble establishing my curve or my cut. And this year, with those two pitches in particular, I felt really locked in from the beginning. Like there would be, I would say, yeah, those were the two pitches you called the most. And you would even call the curve when I had a full count, or like even if I was behind 3-1. And a lot of times you would have me, well, I don't know if I want to say this for pitch sequencing. I'm not gonna say that.
Wait, what?
But
What?
no, quite
Uh,
a bit, yeah. But then I realized I was like, oh shit, I don't want to say that. We got to cut that part out.
no, no,
Uh,
we don't. Anybody who tries to hit off him, I guarantee you're either gonna K or hit a ground ball. I guarantee you, bro.
yeah.
No.
So those are the two pitches that I would say I was locked in the most on. Which one did you have? Did you say curve or cut?
Oh, answer the second question first, because I don't. If I show the whole thing, it shows my whole answer.
No, you you can just say the word for that. You don't have to
Oh,
show me.
yeah, I had cutter and curveball written down.
Okay, cool. All
Both
right.
of them.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I didn't establish a cut really until later in life. Um, and then I would say I need to improve on my changeup. That I struggle
Wait,
so
hold
hard keeping that low. Like I think every
on.
you say that, yeah. Yeah, every home run I've ever given up in my life has been off of a changeup. So I don't know why I can't find that release angle. Um, I keep it over the plate too much. So that's what I want to work on. Like I don't know if it's throwing like working on the grip that I have or trying to find a new grip or try and pull with something else like a splitter or
No, no,
something.
no, no, no. Sorry to cut you off. Well, I am gonna cut you off. Actually, I'm not really sorry
That's fine.
because okay, I'm just gonna make this clear. He did give up a home run on a changeup, but that changeup is dirty. Before you guys think like, dude, it moves. He just left it up. It's all about location. I guarantee you that changeup is good. So please do not take that changeup out of your arsenal. I think I told you this during the tournament right
Yeah.
after you gave up. Like that moved perfectly. The only problem was you just left it up. That changeup is a amazing pitch. You just once you get it down and you got it down a couple times after that and you got K's on it.
Yeah. I just need to get consistent with it. That's my
Low-key.
biggest critique. Like obviously I want to try and increase my velocity, like try and lift more or whatever until the season starts and hopefully get some velocity. But never know if that's actually going to work out. So yeah, just want to keep working on locating my pitches, especially that change up, and hope that I'm still locked in with the curve and the cut. Um, because yeah, it really helps when I'm able to locate those pitches, so I don't have to rely on my fastball as much. Um, Not like I think my fastball is terrible, but like when you don't throw that hard, you got to have those secondary pitches. So, yeah, that's my mindset going into the season. Just try and locate.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like your fastball. Your fastball's not flat. It tails.
Yeah,
But even then, yeah. I mean, that's good that you have your goals and all that stuff. I honestly, people are gonna think I'm glazing, but like, it was so much fun. I would argue that it was the most fun catching you out of every pitcher this season. It's because, it just felt like we were actually on the same page. I
Yeah.
respected your command too, and it was good. I mean, I'm not shit talking everybody else on the team. Don't get me wrong. Catching everybody was fun, but
Yeah,
like,
I think
yeah,
I think it helps when you have a pitcher and a catcher who are on the same page because I've played baseball for many years now, like high school, club ball, other adult leagues and everything. Um, and some of the catchers that I played with over the years, their focus is on establishing the fastball, which like isn't one of my greatest strengths as a pitcher. Like it's not my main strength. So for you to recognize like, okay, these pitches work the best for him. So we're gonna lead with that, like throw, like mix in the curve and the cut, and then have the fastball be like the third pitch. Um, I feel like we synced up pretty early on in that. So yeah, I don't know. It just helps having a pitcher and catcher on the same page.
yeah.
Same style.
Are we?
You
Wait,
tell me.
how long is an episode supposed to be?
I don't know. I think we kind of got carried away talking about like
Yeah, like
story time and stuff. But I'll see after. Anyway, I guess that concludes our first episode. Thank you for listening and watching Muffins in the Oven.
When can we
See,
expect new episodes?
hmm.
once every one day Wednesday at no, just kidding.
We'll come out.
If this video gets 25 likes,
There we go. Set a realistic goal.
if this video gets 2,500 likes, we'll give away.
No, we'll come up with a schedule soon, and you know we'll see what type of guests we have, and just have fun. I mean, we're just out here talking about the most random stuff,
It's
right?
just conversating with friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stay with these friends. All right, that's right. We're
Yeah.
wrapping it up.
Right. I mean, do we have an outro? What's our outro?
Oh, you do the spinny chair thing now.
I have a wire and I'm standing up.
All right, Justin, you do. I'm just
Just
kidding.
just the
Yeah, spin that chair. All right,
oh
guys.
shit, I almost fell.
All right. See everyone next time.